Hey, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Musings of Maverick channel. I am your host Maverick, where today we're going to be watching Shield Hero episode 20. So, last episode, well, it was a lot of talking, right? But anyways, in the end, all four of the Cardinal heroes arrived and are on the same page, and they are fighting against the Pope and his Free Heroes Church, right? Who are apparently trying to lead a rebellion against this country's royalty and I guess take it over for themselves. Now, does this plot hole go any deeper? I don't quite know. I've been guessing maybe it has some outside influence with it, although that remains to be seen. In any case, right now we're in a face-off where the Pope just cast a pretty high-level spell called Sanctuary. I'm assuming that it has something to do with him being able to control everything within that that area, right? It's probably like, sort of like an area spell or whatnot if we're using game terms, tabletop game or RPG terms. But we shall see within this episode. Hopefully we're actually going to see some cool action. Yeah, we should in this episode. Beyond that, I was actually in Japan over the weekend on vacation. Thankfully, I didn't need to move my schedule for Shield Hero. Well, I actually didn't see much merchandise. I didn't see any merchandise at all, actually, in regards to Shield Hero there. I think Japan has apparently moved on to the next big thing here. Now, of course, that's not to say Shield Hero is not doing well. It's doing very well, and I believe they've hit new milestones in their Twitter followers, their game, and whatnot. And it's probably selling pretty well too. But I'm just saying that right now it seems that Japan is gearing up to promote the next big thing, if you will, because isekais are a dime a dozen these days, and they're always constantly pushing stuff out. But anyways, that's that. So unfortunately, I didn't see anything that I can share with you guys in regards to Shield Hero while in Japan when I was in some of the anime shops and whatnot. But at least we have the actual anime to watch, so let's do that right now. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. The army? Are they here to fight against the Free Heroes Church? Oh, is this the queen? Dang. How old are you, queen? You are effing hot. Wow, and she is like a direct copy of mine. Or I should say mine is a direct copy of her. Dang. Mm. Hmm. No mine? So she doesn't like mine as well? Battle of Good and Evil. Alright. Cathedral! Oh, this looks cool. And I'm assuming that the Pope is probably impervious to all attack or invulnerable, in a state of invulnerability while inside this cathedral. So even though his body seems there, yeah, the heroes probably can't actually harm him. Yep. Ooh. Hide quick? Oh. Oh, so it restores his stamina? Just do it. Oh, it's like a reflect shield of some sort? Hmm. I'm still not quite getting the exact effects of the Sanctuary spell. Is it like... Is it sort of like, just flat increase in all attributes? Wait, so they'll die if they run out of mana? How do you expect to go against an army, though? You don't seem to be very smart, Pope. No? Hmm. So that's what Sanctuary it is. No? No, he only used it once, though. Okay. What? So, is this power related with dragons? Aha! There we go. Alright. Get a replay now. Okay. I mean, if it's directed at the enemy, that's not a bad thing inherently, is it? It might be cathedric in a way. Like how some people blow off steam by playing sports or by punching their pillows, something like that. Oh. Is he turning into a dragon? Ooh. Now here's a question. How did that dragon get into Naofumi? Well, if it shows us something cool, sure. It's being held back. Ah, it's Lolly Raftelia. Alright, appeal to his good side. Aww. With companions. I like the speech room. Ah, he's back. Oh. They got cursed again. Dang. I like how the Pope is, yeah, just waiting for him here. Oh my god. Ah, facepalm. But oh well. But alright, fine. To his credit, at least he's on the right track. Right, Moriyasu. Seriously though, like, the power of all those followers, all those mages together, and the Pope still can't get through Naofumi's shield. There's probably more to come. Yep. Ooh. Ooh, a javelin? What is he gonna use though? Oh? Suddenly they have a combo as well? And that's a dragon. What? State of emptiness? So he's willing to use all the different formations, except for the shield, right? Oh. And do something like this? No, it's also a psychic attack at the same time? So yeah, they probably need to actually attack the sanctuary itself. Mm-hmm. You can't see. Let me guess, he's gonna run out of mana? Yeah! Ooh. Dang, this is one badass queen. Foolish sinner? Whoa. That's a blood sacrifice, alright. Holy sh. No, that's probably an actual power. Oh, there it goes. A chomp. OMG. Damn. That was epic. Alright, that was worth it. Oh, that looked awesome. And here's the army. So is the queen gonna do something? Or maybe, Vitolia? No, it's the queen. Hmm? That was a great ending. That final move, oh, that was great. Alright, I'll see you guys after the ending. Alrighty, so that was a satisfying conclusion to this whole Pope Rebellion arc or thingamajig or whatever you want to call it. Although, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I kind of want to see Berserk Naofumi go around and beat up somebody, right? Like, don't stop him. Think about it. It's sometimes cathartic to release some stress, right? Maybe Naofumi is just stressed out by being surrounded with all these idiots, right? Or being stressed out by having to take care of these girls who, you know, have their own problems as well. He needs to let off some steam, right? So why not just let him beat up the enemy first and then try to bring him back from his berserk state? Like, haven't you guys ever thought about that? Maybe consider it? Right, but anyways, all jokes aside, I guess it's probably not good for his health, as we can see within this episode when he tries to use skills or abilities from the Curse series for too long. Although, to be honest, I feel like they are way more cooler than the normal spells and abilities that we see. Like, seriously, the Iron Maiden from before, and as well as the Blood Sacrifice from this one, they looked awesome, right? I love these kinds of finishing moves. I've mentioned this before, but it reminds me a lot of Shaman King, how they have these you know, these finishing moves manifest themselves as actual things, and then they use these abilities or skills to end their opponents, right? And it's just so cool for me. So I really dig, especially this whole ending part with how that, you know, that dragon thingy snatched up the Pope and then just basically chomped him to death. That was epic. Beyond that, though, the rest of the fight, I don't know, I was slightly a little disappointed there, especially since all the Cardinal Heroes are here now, and apparently they're, if not exactly on good terms, at least they're willing to work with each other, right? I didn't really see how, added together, they could be something more than just 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, right? It didn't seem that they had any particular synergy between them, that would benefit them by staying together. So I guess maybe that's not what exactly the series is going for, but it would have been nice to see them actually living up to, you know, the title of 4 Cardinal Heroes, right? There's a reason why there's 4 of them, and we didn't really see much here. It was the, you know, it was the coordination of everyone there that that let them do things that they did. So that was, I was expecting a little bit more from their forces combined. And by the way, I guess since they're pretty much, you know, Naofumi's probably going to be cleared of any of his accusations that were against him, once they're probably just going to pin it all on the Pope and say, yes, we're sorry, and whatever, you know, just hand wave this entire incident. So I guess they're not exactly on bad terms anymore, and Motoyasu will probably be regulated to normal comedic relief, is my guess for now. Beyond that, though, let's talk a little bit about the Pope, right? Because, you know, honestly, I still have no idea what exactly that sanctuary thing did. It doesn't, for all the work and all the mana that it needs for it to be active, it didn't really seem all that powerful, to be honest. Like, the full power of the sanctuary used in a striking attack could not even pierce Naofumi's shields. And mind you, he's, again, even though he's using the power of the curse shield and whatnot, he's still under-leveled, right, compared to his fellow peers, and he hasn't really unlocked, you know, I guess, higher tiers of his own abilities as well. So, what the heck? Like, for all that, you know, all that fanfare and stuff, that sanctuary spell didn't really seem all that epic, is what I'm saying. Like, sure, in the end there was this illusion kind of thingy that seemed to have some sort of effect on them, but still, I thought that it could have been done way more epically, considering the amount of resources that it takes. Like, and speaking of which, right, I don't know, the Pope, he's not a very smart guy, is he? Like, I've said this last episode as well, but you're basically putting all, you need to have like this huge portable battery, if you will, in order to charge your super smartphone. That's actually not that much stronger than other smartphones anyways. And what happens when somebody cuts off your battery supply, right? Like in this case, when the Queen came and took her troops here, like what if they just went around and killed all the supporters, killed all the followers? What now? You've ran out of mana. What exactly are you supposed to do against a army, right? If you can't even take out a few heroes, what do you expect against a full-blown army? And they would be entirely justified in killing all these followers, because they have essentially all committed treason. And since time immemorial, you know, treason has always been punishable by death, right? No exceptions. So I really don't see what kind of end goal he was going for here. He's just not a very smart guy. Let's put it this way. This rebellion was bound to fall from the very start if that was the best that he could muster, is what I'm saying. So, that's that. And is there or is there not something further deeper in regards to his rebellion? Yeah, that remains to be seen. Maybe the Queen will explain a little bit more within the next episode. And speaking of the Queen, right, Mirelia, she is a babe, right? And she's like an exact carbon copy of mine, and she doesn't really look like Melty at all. So again, it just kind of leaves me wondering: is the King and Melty actually, are they maybe like, is that her second husband, perhaps, and her second child, with this new husband or something like that? It just seems that they don't seem to be a actual family or related directly, because Melty just doesn't look like her mom or her sister. So what's up with that? I'm assuming that's probably going to be also something that's going to be revealed. Although maybe not exactly within this season, but it does leave one wondering, especially when they look so different from each other. And by the way, the Queen was badass as well, right? I do dig these kinds of leader characters that, they fight on the front lines, they're powerful as well, and we can see here that clearly the Queen has a high grasp of magic as well, being able to freeze the Pope from outside the sanctuary. So yeah, and she's obviously on Naofumi's side, at least in terms of fairness anyway. Maybe not entirely on his side, but at least she wants to treat Naofumi fairly. So we can probably much infer that the worst of Naofumi's days are behind him. Although he's probably still not going to be quite pleased with the situation. At least he's not going to be wrongfully accused of stuff now. At least that's what I think. Unless some other plot gets him again. But he's not going to be that unlucky, is he? Well, that remains to be seen, I guess. And speaking of the remaining episodes, we got about 5 episodes left, I believe, until the end of this season. So if we think about it like that, maybe we leave about 1 episode to explain things, for the Queen to explain things to Naofumi. What's up with her, what's up with the King, what's up with this country, what's up with the 4 heroes. Maybe another 2 or 3 episodes devoted to the next wave, I'm guessing. I guess the next wave would be the final big arc or big battle that we have this season, and maybe 1 last episode to set things up for the next season, potentially, is what my guess is going forward. So, all in all, pretty good episode so far. It definitely had a good payoff in the end, worth waiting for. So, things seem to be going up. We're probably going to get some more answers next episode. Now, if he's going to be cleared of his charges, and things are trending upwards, I guess you could say, for Naofumi and company, and for us as well. So, that's been my review of episode 20, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.